This is Yellow Bastard reporting tonight on the nightly nigger news.
Welcome back.
Uncensored Locks.
G baby.
Yo, there's some crazy ass shit going on in the news today. Well, the last couple of days. Heard about the bomb threats.
Yeah.
Pipe bomb going to Barack, Hillary.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
It's Trump supporters.
Somewhat. But then,
Because you notice it's only going to people who Trump don't
right.
fuck with.
But then we also have little middle school girls bringing knives to school.
Yeah, what the fuck is
How about
that
this? I
about?
can tell you some other shit that happened this week too.
Break it down.
Somebody was stalking a teacher.
Right.
Stalking the teacher. I don't remember where it was at. Why he's stalking her, right? He ended up the girl somewhere had his number. So she called police and sent them to his house or whatever.
Right.
So I don't remember the story fully, but I know they ended up going to his house. How about the nigga was on his way to go blow up a school, bro? Go shoot people, motherfuckers at his school. You feel what I'm saying?
Was y'all in Florida?
Yeah, I believe it was somewhere down
So
there.
the
I just
magic
don't remember
question
where.
is, I know we started off this show saying that we wanted to stop putting all this shine on Florida, but
We have to.
is Florida really the craziest state?
No, it is. It is, no doubt. At the end of the day, man, these girls went to middle school, said that they're gonna kill these people, these kids, and drink their blood.
What? Glass bomb.
What are they watching? What are they seeing
Right.
this shit on?
And
dog?
How old were they? How old?
They're in
14?
middle school.
It don't
you know?
even matter. Like when I was in middle school,
That's what I'm saying, like, you weren't
that
thinking about
never
that at
crossed
that
my mind. I
age.
think on one of our shows, I said this before. Never, bro. When I was that age, when I was young, some of the shit that these motherfuckers do nowadays never crossed my mind, dog.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie. I done brought pistol to school.
All right.
I hope y'all don't see this shit. I done brought a pistol to school plenty times, weapons and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it wasn't to go,
Maliciously kill somebody, yeah.
no.
Well, protect
And
you.
then to be honest with you, on top of that, now that I think about it, I take that back. I brought it to school, but I never brought it into school. I got my shit hit outside. You feel what I'm saying?
shit
Like,
go down, you know where it's
yeah,
at.
I know where my shit at. If my shit across the street in the projects or something, like, bruh, I would never, that don't cross my mind,
I just
bruh.
don't. I know we're gonna wrap this up right quick, but there's no way we can stop that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
It is a way, like,
what?
one of the
detectives in school?
It's
Yeah.
like
doesn't
this,
start-
like
no,
this
it doesn't
right
start
here,
with
bruh.
that.
This right here is one of the main drives of why these kids is doing the
Yeah.
fuckery, bruh. Because they picking this up, dog, and they could go and
See,
they
that's
could go
the-
to Google and look up whatever the fuck they want and find whatever they want, bruh. Any type of fuckery, bruh. And if they feeling that shit, they gonna go right along with it, bruh.
That may be an inspiration, but that's not the why. See, because at the end of the day, and it's something that you said earlier when we was watching that little video with little
Lil
Tay.
Tay, yeah.
She's 9 years old, and the comment that you made is, I can't put that on that little girl, it's on the parents, because like you said, she's 9 years old. I look at these kids, and I look at the parents that's raising these kids, and I'm saying, like, I get it, kids are gonna do things behind their parents' back. But when does the parent start to take responsibility to find out? 9 times out of 10, when you hear a story of one of these kids bringing a gun to school to shoot up kids, it's because of some emotional thing or being bullied.
yeah.
Why are these parents not in the middle of that? Why do these parents not know what's going on mentally
Because a lot of
with
the
their
times,
kids?
though, a lot of times, and I can't really say that. I can't agree with you on that reason being because a lot of these kids is growing up in single parent homes, right? So with that being said, a lot of the times, even though my mother, I hope she don't see this, growing up, you know you was a piece of shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? She was a piece of shit to us,
This nigga
but
great, dog.
at the end of the day, she kept a job, and was her main focus, her job, to
Right.
take care of us. So because she was always at work, she ain't really know what the fuck we
It
was
was
doing.
on, yeah.
What was going? Imagine if we had this nigga back then. You know the amount of fucking trouble I would have been in, yo. You feel what I'm saying?
So do
Because
you-
it was too much to get into.
So do you feel like this is too much influence?
But I still gotta,
Yes, I do.
I gotta
I do.
change that too, because then I look at Chris, and you know, Chris's mom had to work a lot too. But what she did was she made sure that he was busy. Whether it be a program he ain't want to be in, whether it be
Shot
Can't
the
Big
say that
Boy or Big
either
Brother
because
Club.
I was in that. My grandmother put me in all these things.
Wait,
It's,
intrusive.
it's my
But you heard
environment.
what you just said? They made that attempt. that was still being, even though they were busy, they
No.
put you in those programs, right?
I never went.
Oh shit.
All right,
Never went.
At the end of the day, man, we gotta do better as Floridians, bro. Vote Andrew Gillum.
We need to do better as people. It's happening a lot in Florida, but like he said, cell phones. And the problem is right now it's happening in Florida, and eventually it can be elsewhere. People seeing it on the phone, oh, right, this might be a good idea. Oh, well, what were they into?
All right, so today it was a heated discussion between me and her. What was the topic, Gina? What was the topic, Gina?
Topic is, if your 14-year-old daughter comes to you and tells you that she wants to get put on birth control, how do you react? Now, since you just gave that reaction, I want you to say I want both of y'all to say y'all opinions
Okay,
first.
for one, yo, you 14 years old. I understand you coming into womanhood or
Right,
whatever,
right.
but that shouldn't even be your main focus.
Right.
And that's number one. And two, if you come to me and you talking about some sex pills,
My next thing is what you fucking.
you feel what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm on your side.
I don't agree with that. I'm not promoting
Thank
my
you.
jit
Thank
to
you.
have
To go there and
sex.
fuck. And
because if I give her these pills and say, here
That's
you
permission.
go, that's basically me saying, yo,
And
go
now-
ahead
and even
and
if-
fuck with no condom because you have no repercussions.
You
I
good.
gave you pills.
Right.
You feel what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree with that.
Nah,
100%.
dog.
And
No.
Not only that, I just feel like some people's like, oh yeah, sure, it prevents pregnancy, prevents pregnancy, irregularity period, shit like that. I get all that. I understand that, but still, if she comes to me, that means that she's somewhat thinking about
Thinking about
sex.
doing it.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? And at the end of the day, yes, I want her to be protected. Yes, I want her to be safe and all that shit, but that shouldn't be your focus right now. I absolutely agree. Right in there, we can't stop that. You feel what I'm trying to say? So what do you do?
Okay. So, with the discussion that we were basically having, I agree wholeheartedly with what the both of y'all are saying, and up to a
Yeah,
certain
right.
point. If your 14-year-old daughter even had the balls to come to you as a parent and have that discussion, your first action needs to be to sit down and listen, not react, not get mad, not feel no type of way, because the conversation that you have with
It's
that
different
girl,
from you, man. It's different when you're a female. Cause you
and that's why it's important to hear this.
Hold on, go ahead.
The conversation you have with your 14-year-old daughter at that point with that topic is going to dictate the relationship that you have with that daughter for the rest. Meaning, if something happens to her bad, something she's embarrassed to talk about, she will not feel comfortable to come and talk to you about that again. If your answer to her is, you're 14,
I know this is gonna sound stupid. I don't want her to feel comfortable to come
but
talk to
she
me
should,
about
because
it.
you're the person that she should be able to tell if
I
she's
know.
scared of something.
I don't-
or
because,
going
yo,
through something.
If I have a daughter, I'm not even gonna be changing her pamper. Like real shit. I'm not on that. I'm not doing none of that. If it's a boy, yeah. But girl, no.
Okay, so if it was your 14-year-old son that said, I need condoms,
Here you go all day, homie.
that
Let's
ain't
go get a
cool.
beer after you finish, nigga.
Right.
We can talk about how
That
good
ain't
and wet that
cool,
shit
though.
was.
But hold on, I also
Well,
feel.
girl,
Go ahead.
girls, nah. Could you imagine your little girl, bro?
Right.
Your little girl. Not know somebody else is coming to you with that shit. You're
Right.
not gonna be on that.
Not only that, but I also feel
No.
like, yeah, you do get a boy condom. You still giving permission to fuck, right? I'm also gonna tell that G, yo, listen, you wanna fuck? That's your responsibility. Whatever baby, whatever STD, whatever situation come out of that, bro, that's on you. Because of course I'm gonna tell you what's good. Of course I'm gonna tell you to be safe out there. Of course I'm gonna tell you about the birds and the bees.
And boys don't know no better. He
You know
don't
what
want
I'm
to stick
saying?
his dick in
So-
anything. The first thing he come across.
Absolutely. So I just feel like, yeah, we're gonna give him condoms, but the choice is still yours. You feel me?
Well,
When it
what's-
comes to a girl, you can't take that same role with no girl.
I agree.
Because at the
With
end of
girls
the
you
day, there's a big fucking difference between a 14-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy. I'm being so honest with you. It's a big fucking. I ain't talking about pussy and dick. It's a big fucking difference, bro.
Word.
You feel what I'm saying? Their mannerisms, the way they think, the way they act, everything, bro. It's totally different, man.
Well, with that 14-year-old girl, I don't believe that necessarily giving her birth control is you saying, here, go have sex.
It is, man.
This is how I
Alright,
feel
we
when
got
it comes to that.
I don't hear it.
Your 14-year-old daughter comes to you and says that she needs birth control. It could be multiple reasons. 9 times out of 10, like he said, it is going to be, because sex is not always about that, though. It could be painful periods, it could be irregular periods, it could be hormone imbalances.
So let's go to the
any of
doctor
that.
and I let the
And I
doctor
agree
give
on
you
that.
that.
I agree on that too. Seeing a doctor, first off, when that 14-year-old girl had that conversation is one of the biggest parts, so that not only the parents talking to her about sex, but she's also getting a medical understanding of what it does to your body, how it changes you, because like he said, there is a big difference. For a guy, it's just sticking your dick in a girl. For a girl, it's not that. It's a big change. It's
Yeah.
what you're going to go through mentally, physically,
A
emotionally.
nigga don't have no
But
feelings when he that age.
if
A girl
you don't-
does, bruh.
But if you don't give her those pills, here's where the problem comes in. Yes, the conversation needs to be had. All of that needs to be discussed. She does need to understand that 14 is not the right time to have sex. She still needs to get put on the pill, because even after that conversation is had, no matter what you want, what I want,
She's still
we're
not doing
not
what
going
she
to be
want.
able to control when she decides to make that move. So when she's asking you, she may not be ready just then and yet, but 2, 3, 4 months down the road, she might be ready. And she's asking because she knows someone she likes or she's thinking about it. So if you said no and you talk to her about it and she takes all of that in and she decides, you know what, with the conversation we had, I think I'm ready, but because she didn't have that birth control and she went ahead and had sex and she got pregnant, that 14-year-old is going to have to suffer for the rest of her life with that decision that she made when it could have been prevented with birth control. Not just birth control, because it is important to talk about condoms, because it ain't going to prevent STDs, but she still needs that protection, and it's our way as parents to protect the kid, because just because we talk to them about it, how many times our parents say, don't do this, what's the first thing we're going to
Tell
do?
my daughter,
We're going to
yo,
go do it.
Don't put, just suck the dick. Don't put no dick in your pussy.
Don't put it in the ass.
Don't put it in your ass either. That's some white girl shit.
Hey.
I ain't got no comments on that one.
Just suck dick until you turn 16.
16.
Y'all don't listen to me, man. I'm just talking shit.
I hope no kids is watching this video. If y'all are, only listen to the first part. Don't
It is
listen
called-
to that part.
It is called Uncensored Locks. But anyway, I think it's a serious topic. Y'all let us know. Like, share, subscribe.
We out.